that wall. There's one more person before me, so I wasn't quite prepared. Ladies and gentlemen, just to point out, this is my 100th gig. So I bought an edible glitter jacket just for the occasion, which was lucky, who knew? My wife has a little problem with my little jackets. Every gig I go to, I will take a different jacket. According to her, I've got 100 jackets. I don't. What I do have though, because she's got a little rule, one jacket in, one jacket out. I've got a car with a boot full of jackets. She's not here, she's not going to know, okay? The problem with that is, because I bought so many jackets, I can't buy the car that I always wanted, the Chelsea tractor. So I had to settle for a Slough plough. I know. I live in Slough with my wife and our 80s pop band, Joey and the Cock Block. That's our two cats. Joey, tabby little git, Polly, the Cock Block, will sit on me, next to me, between my wife and I at every single possibility. We are not allowed to get close, my wife and I. Now apparently that's my fault. Right? Have you ever tried talking to a cat? Trust me, it's not my fault. But my wife has now taken it out on me. Right? A few examples of this. We went on holiday, we went to Spain. She got one of those little, well, I say little, giant bags of crisps, right? She woke up for her afternoon siesta, ate every single crisp in this big bag and did not offer me one single crisp. Not reason for divorce, obviously, right? Reason for an argument, yes. But she looked me dead in the eye and she went, that was the best 15 minutes of my life. So I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. It does get worse. I was sat in the lounge, myself and the Cock Block, my wife was somewhere in the room, who knows, I bought them. And we've got one of those smart TVs that will bring up pictures. You know, the happy memories you've got? Or so I thought. Picture came up from 2014. Now, despite this jacket, right, I'm not a stupid man, I promise. The picture came up from my wife and she went, I look just as good as I did back then. And I was like, no, you look even better. Even better. Smart. This time she did not even look in my direction and she went, you could do some Botox. So the appointment's next week. One other example of why she's blaming me for our less than happy marriage, and not the cat. When we're driving down the road and she sees a cyclist, she'd be like, cyclist over there, I can see. You're driving a bit close. I'm not. And her arm just goes out the window. So slightly. If I can touch that cyclist on the arse, you're driving too close. Is that for my benefit or their safety? What do you think? So, I've decided I'm going to jazz up this happy marriage. So I like my comedy, apart from tonight, because I was rushed on one before I thought I was going to be. I filmed the comedy, right? I've set the camera up in the bedroom. I'm going to make this the best marriage it can be. Problem is, it turns out my comedy career and my sex life are basically one and the same. Very little laughter. Thanks. A little bit more laughter than normal. Usually finish a bit earlier than I'm supposed to. I'm supposed to enter a room full of strangers, are you? And over 18 months, only about 2 minutes progression. No. Comedy's fun, isn't it? So I've tried something else. My wife and I now, we can't afford the expensive holidays we used to go on. The A to Z of places in the UK. That's what we're doing at the moment. Cities, towns and villages. Bournemouth, Cambridge, Ducklington. Highly recommend, lovely little village. But where do you go for Z? Exactly, silence. You know what we've come up with so far? Zoo. Bad choice. Or, in Slough, the first zebra crossing ever in the UK. That is on the floor. That is a true fact. Problem is, no one ever stops it. Right? The kids will not stop at this zebra crossing. The police, blue lights on or off, they will go straight through that zebra crossing. Now bear in mind it's Slough, the blue lights are nearly always on. Right? Cyclists, they will pedal straight through the zebra crossing. Do you know why? Because my wife is there. Hitting every single cyclist down the road in Slough. I think it does explain why her favourite place to go on holiday is Amsterdam. Cyclists everywhere. I heard a rumour actually about Amsterdam. They're going to open up an organic sex shop called Vegan Summers. I have to apologise for that last joke. It was something I thought of the other day and I don't recommend I ever do that again. But one thing that is in Amsterdam, and this is a true story, the Condomeria. Anyone heard of it?
Yeah.
See, I'm not making this one up. Small little shop sells nothing but condoms. Different shapes, different sizes, different flavours. They've got a crisp flavour condom. They do. On the back of the packet, for the best 15 minutes of your life. Bought a couple of them. Cheer the wife up. Not sure it was going to work. But I haven't had a light from Carl yet, so I'm probably going ahead of time. How are we doing, Carl?
You've got a minute and a half.
Minute and a half, that's more than the wife normally gets. I talk about for a minute and a half. I'll tell you what, I'll finish off that joke and I'll think about something for a minute and a half. In the Condomeria, a vegan condom. Right, this is true, a vegan condom. Question for you, can a vegan condom ever be 100% meat free? Right. My wife, one more story about my wife. She's probably, I should know this by now, 7 years younger than me. So she's got a different taste in films and, you know, movies, programmes she used to watch. Any of you Arnold Schwarzenegger fans? You know the line, right? I'm going to say line in a second, actually. So we were at home, we had a little problem. Open the fridge, light wasn't working. Right. Complete darkness in that fridge. So I turned round and my absolute best, worst Arnie impression, I apologise for this in advance, and went, the fridge is out. And that is the response, audience, I was hoping I was going to get from my wife. She looked at me and went, what? Absolute waste of time. This has been a pleasure, ladies and gentlemen. You are in for a cracking second half and a great headliner for the first. Enjoy the rest of your evening.